fucking anime again. We're just talking about specific things that are happening.
I don't even remember what I watched the other day, so woo!
That's why I wrote down summaries for my shit.
Doesn't matter, baby. I'll just say a couple things. So it's only be 30 minutes. Just be like, yo, yeah, doing a thing. I think I should probably change the name of everything. Ugh. Okay, switch it over to talk shows. Wow, there's a lot of people doing talk shows.
I should probably open your stream so that I can interact with your chat.
Community anime update. There we go. I'll be back. we are back. So let's switch it over to the anime show scene. There's some music we're listening to. Look at that. Some plays make Schoolio. Alrighty then. So, I'm gonna get this thing started off here with me and Mansoor Hakek over here.
Hello.
So I am your host, Happy Brother _1, also known as David. Here we have my buddy and other resident weeaboo, or one of the main resident weeaboos for Speakeasy Gaming, and our recruiter, Hakek, and anything else he wants to say about his existence.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
And useless. I mean, yes. Correct. Useless recruitment mage. I don't know.
At least I'm more useful than Kenneth.
Haha! Useless buff mage.
Exactly.
Now, he'll actually be useful if he takes that skill I talked about.
Yeah, it's probably true. Alright, so... Viewers beware.
Oh no.
Viewers beware. There are a lot of fucking spoilers in here, so if you don't want anything spoiled, you shouldn't have clicked on this fucking thing to begin with. We're going to be talking about all the animes that we deem worthy of watching. And we're going to be talking about what's going on in them. Yeah, there's actually quite a few of them that are actually pretty interesting. I dropped one of them, fucking Koi to Os, because like I don't know why, to me it's just getting boring. Koi to Os.
Where's that at?
It's all the way at the bottom. It's the one where the government is getting involved with everyone.
No, like, this one. Oh, the one you were telling me about. That I was like, that doesn't sound interesting to me at all.
I thought the premise was interesting. It interested me for a while, but now I'm just like, it's I'll probably go back to it at some point. But right now, it's just like there's so many anime to watch. So I guess let's start off with Boruto.
Alright, that's on you. I've not kept up with Boruto at all.
Alright, so in episode 19, Sarada wants to meet her father, asks if Sakura is actually her true mother, because she found a picture of Sasuke in the Uchiha. Finding that she connected a few dots. Sarada wears glasses. Nobody in Sakura's family wears glasses. Nobody in Sasuke's family wears glasses. But Karin, she wears glasses. Who was that was the girl with the pink hair and the Akatsuki, if you remember
her. Nope.
Anyway, so there's a very high chance that that's
I'd have to watch it again to remember. I'm sure I remember it based on the face.
It's very likely that Sakura is not her mother at this point.
That's a little sad.
I'm just gonna bring it up that Chocho is a fucking idiot, because Chocho, it's Choji's daughter.
I was gonna say, is that like Choji's kid or something?
Yeah. Okay, because this all started because, well, I mean, like, so she's pretty much convinced that Sakura is not her real mother, and then Chocho is like, they meet and they find each other in like a fucking restaurant, and like Chocho's complaining that like her parents are such losers. There's no way that they can be her real parents. They're not relatable at all, even though they are like carbon copies of each other.
Yeah. By the way, I want to say that he's first saying Kakaguri was supposed to stop, but it just restarted airing completely. Like they've been going correctly.
I said that they changed the airing date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they weren't gonna release another episode that week, and then we had kind of the stutter in there. Yeah,
sometimes it happens due to like licensing or something. I've seen that before. It's weird.
But like Chocho decides, okay, I'm gonna go set out on an adventure to find my real parents. No, Chocho, those are your real parents. Sarada, on the other hand, that's probably not her real mother. So they go Sarada tries to find information on Sasuke. She looks up a bunch of Uchiha books and shit, and then figures, you know what, the easiest way to Sasuke is probably through Naruto. So
Let's go ask Naruto. And he's gonna be like, Sasuke's a cock, but he's my friend.
well, I mean, if like, have you watched all of Shippuden? Or at least know what happened? Okay, so
I know what happens. I know they continue
okay.
to meet up. They continue to keep fighting forever, and they're like the end of
Well,
Shippuden of them fighting again.
they're
So I think they
friends at
made
the
up.
end.
Yeah, they made
Yeah.
up at the end.
Sasuke's doing like covert missions for the Leaf Village at this point.
Nice.
So like she goes up to the fucking Hokage place and fucking like right outside the office. He she hears Naruto talking about Sasuke and that like something is happening. He has to go talk to him. So Sarada then just fucking follows Naruto, and somehow Chocho actually finds Sarada as she was about to leave. I was like, "You son of a bitch! Why are you following these two? Go back home. Go back home to your real mother and father." They get attacked by the fucking the dude that attacked fucking Sasuke, and then apparently they know who she is. They want to kidnap Sasuke's daughter to keep her hostage, use her as leverage. Their goal is to kill Sasuke. But of course, Sasuke being Sasuke probably wouldn't give a fuck because Sasuke's never even seen his daughter before.
He's like, I'm an emo kid. Woo!
Well, it's not only just that, but because he's never been home. He's never seen Sarada to begin with. Like he knows that she exists, sure, but never actually seen her. It's kind of ridiculous, but so as they're getting attacked, fucking Naruto jumps in, of course, and then he decides, you know what, since they're after you, we may as well just take you along with us, and Sasuke would be pretty happy to see you. So they go. So Chocho lags behind, fucking fat fuck, low stamina. When they're about to get there, she has to take a break. So her and Naruto just kind of stand by while Sarada sneaks off, goes up to the tower, and then meet Sasuke. But Sasuke once again doesn't know Sarada, and he draws his blade on her, thinking that she's in league with the people that's out to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And cliffhanger.
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 I mean, that's what's gonna happen. His mate and Naruto's gonna pull him aside and be like, "Yo, bro, that's your daughter." He's like, "Oh shit, I don't have kids."
Pretty much. I mean, I you know that she doesn't fucking die or anything because the fucking Boruto the movie takes place like way after all of this when they're actually they get their headbands and shit.
Yep.
It's just it's just a
already a
question of
Boruto
how
the
it's
movie?
resolved. The Boruto movie was released before this the Boruto Next Generation anime started.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I watched like a little bit of it, and I was just like, you know what, this is probably gonna be covered in the anime anyway. Um, that's that's the whole entire synopsis.
Believe it.
Yeah. The conclusion I've drawn from this: Chocho is a fucking idiot. Sakura is not Sarada's mother. And if I didn't know if I didn't know that she's alive later, I would probably think Sarada has a high chance of being dead because Sasuke is Sasuke.
Maybe. I don't know. Sasuke's still a little bitch though, but you know.
I mean, he's not as bad as like he was during fucking the base Naruto.
Sasuke.
So, is there anything on the Boruto you want to talk about? Any questions about that?
What?
Like anything that's any comments you want to make about Boruto or not really?
I've never seen it, so
No.
all I
Okay.
know is that it's Naruto V2.
Pretty much. All right. So Hajime no Gal.
Oh yeah.
Unless there's something. Yeah, there's nothing in between those two.
We're at Boruto. No, nothing that I watch currently.
And so in episode 5, Nene changes her appearance, tries to be a gal, thinking it would be easier to get to our main
Technically,
character.
that happened in 4. Nerd.
It did?
Yep. She changed her appearance like at the end of 4. The dude
Oh,
bro
so
ran
it was
by
at
her on
the
the
end
way
of
home.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's just that we don't really get a obvious thing until the beginning of episode 5 then.
Well, no, well, it was pretty obvious. It was just one of those things that, like, happened. She was in the like salon, and she's like, "Oni-chan won't, will have a hard time denying me now," or something like that. But I was like, I instantly knew. I pick up on things. I pay too much attention to things. I just don't watch after credit stuff most of the time.
I do if I'm looking at the fucking bar and there's obviously something past the fucking credits.
Dude, sometimes there's like full 5-minute increments. Like I think on one of the animes I was watching, it ended, and then there was like a straight 5 minutes after the fucking credits, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm saying, sometimes
I,
it's really fucking obvious, and it's like, there's definitely something after this.
I think it's actually the next anime, the classroom one. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, the fucking Nene trying to break.
I totally would have fucking destroyed that woman.
We all know you would, even if you were dating a girl that was even hotter. You just be like, well, you're here, and everybody's going to think I did it anyway, so why not do it?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to resist a completely naked woman, though. Really hard.
Basically begging.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, well, no,
It's like, oh, I tried.
It's like, I said no, and it's already in. Basically. I said no, but my body's telling me yes, basically. Anyway, carry on.
I I thought the episode was kind of stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I mean, let's be real, the anime itself is just dumb. But
Well, I mean, some of the episodes have definitely been better than others.
I will have to say the last episode, though, where he takes the fall, like, for kissing the dudes, and
Yeah.
she notices. That's pretty good. I was like, yeah, she noticed. Beautiful.
I think it's kind of funny that like she was obviously hoping that they would be able to do other things, but then he said, "But I also want to invite some of my other friends as well." I was just like,
Well, to be fair, he wasn't paying attention, so he didn't know that.
Well,
But yeah, no. I mean, whenever they were there alone, like they were gonna fucking get busy. I was like, oh yeah.
I was actually expecting them to have more time before everybody else showed up. To be honest,
Yeah.
like they got like no time at all.
For real though, like didn't even get like a fucking bad touch in or anything.
How the hell are you supposed to expect me to think that everybody went to their houses?
Yeah, no, that's
Walked
a good
all the
point.
way over. They all changed. They all walked over. There's a little plot hole there. It's like they fucking did like a superhero change.
Pretty much.
Just walked in the door
Either
and
that or they
walked
all
back
live
out.
really close to together.
They're all next door neighbors. We just don't know it.
Yeah, no, right? What's worse is that one chick has the fucking that gets in there.
And on the bright side, at the end of the episode, well, one, they're getting part-time jobs, so that might be a little interesting. But they also guaranteed a beach episode. It's like, hey, stay tuned. There's going to be a beach episode. You know you want to.
Yep. Oh yeah, beach episode. I mean, we don't even need a beach episode. We see enough fucking like tits and ass and like panties and everything. Oh, I don't. I don't on my website, so I switched over to Master Anime so I can watch it in a non-censored version. What's funny is the censored version's stupid as hell, though. Like,
It really is. Like I said, it popped up once for me. I'm just like, nope. Different source. Let's go. It's not.
It's like censor him grabbing your boobs. And it's like, why though?
And it's like it's not even that. It's not even that because I'm like fucking perverted or anything. It's just that the censors look fucking stupid as all hell.
I mean, I'm just gonna agree with all of the above.
They're just a hindrance. It was just like they're just so out of place.
Yep.
Yes, because a bunch of hearts are gonna pop out of nowhere and block out Penny Shot. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'd rather just not be a fucking Penny Shot if that's how we're gonna deal with this.
Fucking, or like all those anime where it's just like weird things.
This is the light beams.
Light beams, yeah. Alright, anybody carry on. Stop wasting time. I try to make this quick, you bastard.
I don't want to. We're having a full on discussion. That's the whole
I'm not
point of
having a
this.
full on discussion. I'm just gonna explain things and be gone with it. Be gone.
Why though?
Because
we gotta enjoy this.
I enjoy discussing it in my own free time.
This is free time.
This isn't free time. This is hard time.
This is our scheduled free time to talk about anime. Goddammit.
This isn't scheduled. There's still not a schedule. We don't even talk about how long we run. At least with Kenneth, I know it's every Thursday at either 7 or 8 o'clock, and we run for 3 hours max, like usually.
Alright, so
we start to play and we run for however long.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much done with that anime anyway, so that's
I mean, there's not much to explain. Is it's still ecchi, still silly, still stupid as fuck. I mean, watch it if you're like haven't had sex in a long time, basically. So hi guys, and I guess hi cat counts. But anyway.
All right, so
if you're a lonely virgin boy that isn't actually a virgin, no, so what's the next one you watched, Gamers? I haven't kept up with Gamers, sadly.
Mine's the fucking the Elite Classroom.
Oh yeah, there we go. That. The Elite Classroom. Yeah, you don't even. Did you say you're not even watching it?
I never said that.
What did you say? You don't even watch that? What are you talking about?
I lost my train of thought. I said that about something that you said.
I said Gamers.
I don't know. Oh. No, I said, how haven't you watched that is what I said.
Oh yeah, I don't know, because it, like, doesn't come up in my, like, list during the time that I, like, would normally watch it. Sure, I'm always playing games or doing something instead of watching anime, so, like, if it shows up, let's see, on, like, this list, because there's only so many things on here, like, I need to actually, did I watch that? I think I did. I don't remember. I didn't watch a lot of stuff this week. I haven't even messed with anything this week. I've had such weird times. But yeah.
Alright, so I'll just run through the fucking summaries for this real quick. Suda's hearing takes place and finds out that Sakura is the internet model. She's barely fucking hot.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious, though.
I mean, like, it was pretty obvious before, but then, like, the fucking...
They like, she...
was like, damn.
Yeah, well, like, somebody made the connection before him, but yeah, because I don't think he knew. But she basically came out and said it in the fucking...
Like, she had to. Like, otherwise the dude would have gotten expelled. Yeah. But, it didn't even... I mean, it reduces expulsion to a suspension. I mean, which isn't as bad, but still pretty bad, especially since it was a 3-week. And then
it was still pretty stupid the other kids were only going to get a week, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's like, you guys all get expelled for 1 week, even though you probably provoked it. And then you get fucking a whole month. Good luck catching up on school, boy.
This was because they all wanted to fuck over that class. I don't know why they want to fuck over that class. Probably because they know that What's-His-Nuts is there. For some reason, everybody seems to know about his existence. Like, right off the bat. They're like, this kid's weird. His stats don't make sense. Nothing makes sense. I'm watching this guy. Yeah. He's just a pure badass, too, which is beautiful.
And then it's like fucking
which reminds me, it alluded to his past and all that other stuff.
as the student brings up some points, and they convince the student council to postpone their conclusion for a later meeting. And then fucking episode 6, Sakura goes back to her dorm, finds her mailbox stuffed with pictures from a stalker. Ayano and Suzune use the time between the hearings to set up a trap for the three that set up pseudo, where they manipulate the fuck out of them to drop like all their whatever they were saying about him, so that he would no longer get expelled. And later, Sakura is almost raped by the guy from the electronics store, and Ayano saves the day using her GPS.
Using some really, like, weird hacks type stuff.
Well, we all know he's a genius. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, but still, it's just like, yes, this is how I got you, because you're getting your information or whatever, and it's like, what? You can't, what? Nope, no, that's not okay, you can't track people by their phone number, fuck off.
he triangulated it.
No,
And then fucking
much.
their teacher tells Suzune to try to figure out who the fuck Ayano is, because he's the most effective student in the school. And
that's not what I was getting there. I got that she was telling her to watch out for him, not find out who he is. Telling her to watch out, and that, she doesn't know who he really is or whatever, because apparently she seems to know stuff about him. She did say he is the most defective shit. Yeah. However, honestly, he's the most OP. He's just chilling.
I don't think nobody really knows his true identity. It's just that they all know that he acts weird, and he's been able to manipulate the school a lot already from the small time that he's been there. But
I don't know if manipulating it's correct. He just, I could see, because like, I live in that boy's shoes, like in my real life. I understand exactly why he does the things he's doing so far. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna understand more. Like by the time it ends, I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's still completely me, unless he does something really terrible. But like, he's trying to set everybody else up to look good, and because he's trying to just keep himself out of everything.
He likes to stay in the shadows, pretty much. He doesn't want the light shine upon him, even though everybody's just like, this dude is fucking weird. We need to figure out who the hell he is.
So nobody really is questioning it. They're just like, because he keeps passing off, all of the good things and all the other people, like talking up and hyping up everybody else, while he just sits there and just kind of ghosts. He wants to be a ghost.
The thing is, you can be pretty damn sure that the student council president knows. Well, has figured out like he's a fucking genius or something at this point. He thinks that he's strange because he invited him to have a spot on the student council because of all the shit that happened.
Well, the student council president knows on top of everything, because also when he questioned the fucking scores, and then what was worse is he's the only person that keeps like not giving a fuck about the student council president. Anytime student council president like says stuff, he's like, I don't care about you or what you do. I'm just here, and he's just like. He's one of those archetypes in anime where he just wants control of everything, and if he has that guy on a short leash, basically in student council, then he'd be able to keep him from doing shit. He'd be able to keep better tabs on him.
It's like one thing that kind of sucks though. At the end of the episode, Suzune tries to like get more information out of him about like who he is and shit like that, but he responded with that he would help her reach Class A, but just. He doesn't want her to pry into his life. So we're probably not going to see that much until later, probably.
I predict that we're still going to see some stuff. God damn it! I need some ice cream.
We'll probably see like very, very small bits and pieces up until.
Yeah, it's going to be bits and pieces for sure, just like it was there. I can already tell, obviously with the way that shit happened, was part of some sort of experiment. Probably was a fucking orphan.
We're probably gonna have to wait till maybe episode 10 or 11 before we know get a general idea of what went on in his past.
With just what we saw, it's already all the general idea I need. He was, tested on government test subject probably, or company's test subject. He didn't have a family, didn't have anything. The dude watched somebody die right next to him, or possibly die.
I think he was just injured and passed out or something like that. I highly doubt he died.
It's possible the kid died, but he didn't. He showed no emotion there.
The thing that I found interesting is that he was the only one that didn't show any emotion.
Yeah, that's why see, this is why I understand this guy, because except he was broken from apparently being a little kid. I've been broken only since after a certain experience in my life, but I understand how that feels and it's just easier to be that way. I still like to push forward and try to do things though, but yeah.
It's like he was basically raised to be like this.
Mm-hmm. It's the whole thing, about being a robot and like I can say, from my life and my experiences, being cold and calculating helps you out more than using feelings and emotions, because emotions are just
really
going to fuck you up.
Emotions are the reason for SJWs. I mean, come on.
Like, emotions are useless, and they have uses in certain cases, but the same things that emotions can solve, you can solve with your mind and logic if you just use, logic and reasoning.
That's why if you use logic and reasoning, it's a lot easier to pull people's strings and shit. A lot easier to read through people's motives.
Yep. That's how I knew that everything was happening with the school district was happening with the school district. That's how I knew everything was happening in real life. And that's how I started using my abilities to start playing with people. I started letting certain information leak to certain people. I mean, there was multiple reasons why they probably got me out of it. And probably one of the biggest ones, they were afraid. But anyway, carry on.
So next one, or do you want to add a little bit more to that?
That's it.
Alright, so on to gamers. Episode 5 was a complete clusterfuck.
I haven't seen any of the new episodes. I need to watch them.
Wait, I thought you did watch episode 5. It's it's been the shit's been happening in episode 4 too, where it's like everybody thinks that people are starting to date the wrong people. It's like they think that the preppy dude that's been hanging out with them thinks that our main character is after the girl with the pink hair for some reason.
Oh, no, see, I didn't watch, I don't think I watched episode 4 either.
Oh.
In that case, I've been out of loop for a while then.
And the pink-haired girl thinks that the
preppy dude wants the blonde-haired chick.
No, she thinks that the preppy dude is after the blonde, not the blonde, the seaweed girl.
Oh, see, I didn't know the seaweed girl yet.
So like we're kind of like a mixed match here, and it's like, oh, and you this
is another classic example we were talking about. Feelings cause problems. Using logic.
Yes.
So there's this thing called communication, and I would like everybody in the world to understand. If all you do is ask your partner, I mean, if they lie to you, it's a different story. But ask them. And if they lie to you, then you don't want them anyway. But if you, like for me, I'm brutally honest too. That's another like plus. I don't care about people's feelings, so I'll be honest with you, whether it hurts me or not, it hurts you.
And then the fucking so Momo, the girl the girl that he's been playing with online.
Yeah, I know about her. I don't know her.
Yeah. She is a seaweed head girl.
She is the seaweed head girl?
Yes, she is.
I figured as much.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, the fucking preppy dude thinks that it's fucking they're fucking perfect for each other at this point.
He thinks that who's perfect for each other?
The main character and Chikey.
Well, I mean, they've been playing together for so long, and they're like, whatever. Contains alcohol. Beautiful.
Not only that, but they have like the same. They had the same reason for fucking leaving, not joining the club and shit.
Yeah. Well, they are very similar people too. They played the same game or whatever. Who plays mobile games? Anyway, carry on.
They're also like very. They can also get very polarized on certain subjects when it comes to video games. It's very small stuff too. It's really weird, but moving on to episode 6, Tasuku.
See, I was just gonna give
What's
like
his name?
reviews and summaries here. We're just like legit going over everything that had little important points happening in episodes. I don't know.
But Tasuku is the preppy dude. I finally found his name in my fucking notes here. He has the main character meet up in front of a bunch of random people where he is going to ask Karin to be his friends. But
Ask who?
Karin,
Who is?
the blonde girl.
Oh, nice.
It's like I have names written down here. It's just like they're scattered through the paragraph, so I have to fucking find them. I should have done this a little bit more organized than I did, but
She's just not write down as much as speak from the heart. Remember things from the heart.
but in a shot of nervousness,
I'm sure he
because
freaked out.
he was nervous as fuck. So you remember the first episode? They had the scene where it was like Blue and the fucking two sets of people are just staring at each other really awkwardly.
Something like that, sure.
So it we got to that point because what happens is that
Oh yeah, because it was saying it was a like flashback thing where everybody
Yeah.
was staring at each other awkwardly in the fucking beginning of the flashback. Yeah, yate.
So the preppy dude was staring at the girl with the pink hair because he thought that she was in love with fucking what's nuts, and then fucking the look that he was giving her was fucking ridiculous. He wanted to see what kind of emotion she would let off when she saw him fucking asking her to be his friend, but of course nothing is going on that they think is going on, so it doesn't really have any effect on her. But so what happens in the dude's nervousness that led to the extreme awkwardness is that instead of asking her to be his friend, they are now dating.
Hey, finally.
By accident.
That's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, she actually said yes.
Of course she did, because she liked him. We already knew that from like the beginning of the goddamn game.
It like shocked the school though, because fucking she rejects people like left and right every fucking day.
Yep.
Like even after like she said yes right away, but then like even after that she was like, what? And then like the whole entire school was just like is just sitting there dumbfounded.
Oh, this is just a giveaway, guys. Depressing. No one is smart, man.
Let's see, is there anything between this and fucking oh yeah, I was gonna leave Boku no Hero to you.
Why do you have to leave that to me?
Because I don't want to dominate this whole entire show, Harpy.
No, you go for it, kiddo.
I didn't write
do.
anything. I didn't even write down anything for this.
Let's see, is that the last one we were at?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I can just quickly summarize it. I mean, nothing really happens in the last two episodes. You just see what the frog girl was doing during her fucking thing, and then in this episode they find out that they have to do another exam to see how much they improved over it.
Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul. Still pretty good anime. Still suggest you watch it. I didn't keep up with I think the last two. Last time I checked, they were coming back down from fucking heaven and hell. Yeah.
Oh,
whatever.
hey,
Kid is down, and they're gonna go fight again. Mr. King guy.
During the time I was donating plasma, I started reading a little bit ahead on the fucking Boku no Hero. So I found out because at the end of the episode, you know that wait, do you know? No, you don't. So they know that they have to fight a hero, but the specifics haven't been let out yet. But what the fuck is the name of the Deku? Deku and the Explosion Boy
What about him?
they're getting teamed up and they're going to fight All Might.
Oh, yeah, because I think you could catch something like that through the preview. The next one previews. They have to fight all they have to get split off into two people teams and fight a hero. And of course he's gonna fight All Might.
Well, yeah,
that's pretty funny that I didn't know that it was gonna be fucking. It was gonna be Midoriya and what's his name? Can't remember his name, but yeah, his friend who hates him. Doesn't hate him, just dislikes him because he's like always improving and like trying really hard. He's just
it's
trying
because
to be an asshole.
it's because they hate each other. That's why they put him on a team.
Yeah, I figured as much. Well, no, they don't hate each other. He doesn't hate him. He's his friend. He's just really nice. And he's the Explosion Kid's the only person that hates him because again, like he's too nice and shit, and like I don't know why. It's like a stupid kid thing.
It's just like a bitter rivalry.
No, it's a stupid kid thing though. I still don't know why. Like, there's no real reason for it. It's just ridiculousness. But yeah,
well,
no,
they the top spot and the heroes.
Kind of, but no, the dude's like been mean to him since he was kids. They used to be really, best friends, and then like he just kind of joined the side of dicks and was a dick. Probably just gonna be a dick through high school, and he's gonna realize he was a fucking dick at some point and stop being a dick. I've experienced this in real life too. I mean,
the only reason why he did that was because Midoriya was fucking quirkless, which is kind of it's not really a justified reason to do it, but that's why he did it. It really is a dick move.
He's really a fucking dick. In bird culture, that would be considered a dick move. But anyway. So yeah, basically that's all that happened. They talked. You learn about fucking One for All and All for One. I mean, there was really nothing other than that. They went back to school. They learned that they were going to do the next trial or whatever. Basically everyone saw that everyone had improved quite a bit. Mainly that Midori improved a shit ton. Basically. Yeah. And he still.
They expected him to get fucking last.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually going to win, and he fucked up. But, he's learning. He finally is able to use, One for All better and stuff like that. Oh, the only other dark thing and the only other big deal is there, All Might's probably going to die at some point. That's the only difference.
I gotta wonder, is the next one really considered anime? Because I found out it's a Chinese show. Is Which Chinese one? Still called anime? The Hao Zhao Hungguing?
I don't know. I don't know. That's on you. I still haven't watched it at all. And then but yeah, no. We said it was Chinese. I told you the name is Chinese. How did you think it was Japanese? We talked about it being Chinese.
No, because of the voices were in Japanese, so I found out that it was originally released in China, and they're doing a fucking Japanese dub for it. And the Chinese version is hard as hell to find. I was just like, you know what? Now that I know this, I'm just gonna fucking go watch it.
A lot of Chinese stuff is hard to find. You should watch like the King of Gaming or whatever, and that's in Chinese. That's a good one. I need to watch that. But anyway, I don't know shit about it. I still never watched it. That's all you, buddy. Go for it.
So the little fox spirit, I didn't write down any names because fuck all. She loses the book of reincarnation. All the yokai are after. One of the yokai, that is after, and thinks that she found her husband from her, the reincarnation of her husband. He doesn't have any memories. Some conflict happens, of course. The one thing that's kind of interesting though is that her reincarnated husband hates yokai in this life. He's actually an exorcist that is very rich and hates yokai. Yippee. Don't know how that's gonna turn out really. I still like the show. To me, it's really funny. Moving on to Kageguri.
Moving on to all the way to Kageguri? No, dude, Recreators, man.
Oh yeah, I still need to catch up on that.
Still amazing, still badass, still fighting fucking OP bitch. OP bitch is still amazing.
What's going on right now, though?
I'm literally explaining it. They set up the birdcage thing. They fucking are fighting in an alternate universe. OP bitch already knows. OP bitch is just being OP in general. The last time I checked, they were just
Talking
still
about
fighting.
the girl with the swords.
Yep.
Hmm.
She's OP. Like, literally. Her stats are OP because she is apparently got tons of, because she's not an OG original creation, because she's, like, a part of the internet and she's apparently, like, a fanfic. So, like,
Wait,
people just continue adding on shit. She has infinite power in a nutshell.
Dude, I think I'm starting to figure out what's going on. I'm thinking that the main character of that anime is the one that fucking drew her
What's his
originally.
name?
Yeah, because when the anime starts off, she knows so much about him, and the only way that would make sense is if she researched into her creator and ended up being him.
That's a possibility. However, it said the other chick was his creator, and the only reason that was a. Have you not watched it? How far have you watched? How far are you, dude? Because you'll figure it out who is actually her creator.
I'm only on episode 4.
Oh yeah, you have tons of work. Oh, apparently Chris explained Conan Exiles.
Wait, so how does she know about him then?
Because the person that created her was his friend.
Oh.
And that's how he knows her as well.
Oh yeah, he said that she looked familiar or something like that, right?
Yeah, he figures it out, and yeah. Anyway, I won't spoil that for you. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna say the second arc, since there was a big pause and now it's airing again. They decided that she's trying to basically make the universe explode in a nutshell. By pulling all the other creations in. So they figured out they could buff their characters by rewriting things and doing certain things. Because, that's how they were made in the first place. So they go through, buff each of the characters. They figure that, what they need to do is make an alternate reality they can fight in and go full ham. That way they don't destroy the world, and it has no, chance of ripping the universe apart. Seems like she's trying to do.
Did someone just fucking draw it up and they just fucking okay? Let's go to this universe and fight.
No, kind of no. Anyway,
That's that.
No, that would be too easy. It's not that simple. None of their stuff is that simple. But anyway, so they do that. They prepare for it, and currently they're fighting with her. I mean, that's basically the gist. That's all that's going on is they're fighting. One of the cliffhangers is that I didn't watch the most recent episode because it came out I think a couple days ago this weekend. But the last episode left on a cliffhanger. Yeah, this says in 4 days. So did it come out 4 days ago?
No, that'd be 3.
Yeah, it came out 3 days ago, which would again be weekend. So anyway, since I hadn't caught the most recent episode, the last episode left off on one of the dudes on the enemy team. Basically, is probably going to switch teams because the creator did something. She ended up basically making his child alive with his child, which in his book is dead, and he's pissed off at her, trying to get vengeance, whatever. He ends up shooting his god, his creator, which I assume she's going to live, but yeah. Wait, and I assume he's going to switch sides.
Did he shoot her before or after that? She wrote his kid back in.
Technically after, because she did it she had to write a longer time ago. But before he shot her before his daughter was presented into existence. Because they were having a talk and he just shoots her, and she's like, "Dude, I'm your god. I know exactly what you're gonna do." And she says it, and he shoots her, and then what she said probably becomes the truth. She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna fight for me because I am your god." And because I can give to you what you cannot get back yourself. Stuff like that. And he's like, he laughs and just fucking shoots her. She takes his fucking gun is like a 44 mag or something. She took a 44 mag shot straight to the goddamn chest or side of chest or something. She's in reality she wouldn't be doing very well, but she's probably gonna live because anime.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, and then the fucking creepy bitch, the stupid evil magic chick popped up inside of the event place where they're at. and is talking to the main character again, who she had like on a tight leash. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, I've come to terms with the shit I've done, so fuck you, bitch. I hope he does. I hope he grows a pair and he's not being a little bitch. But anyway. That's my synopsis about that anime. It's pretty good, still good, always good. Continue to watch it.
My biggest pet peeve in anime though is fucking pussy ass protagonists.
But that happens all the time.
I know, I hate it.
Same, but like it's more true that way. You know, I still like World Trigger because like the dude was kind of a pussy, but like the dude was absolutely useless, but he was headstrong and kept trying to make shit work. He used his fucking smarts and was making things work out. I really want that anime to get a second season. Did you ever watch World Trigger?
No, I haven't. But,
you really need to watch it. Like, at first it's slow, and you feel like the main character's absolutely fucking useless because he is. But it's I don't know, it was pretty good. I like it.
It's like they can be useless, but if they at least fucking give an effort, like, I don't mind that. But, yeah, like, we have...
His was taking too long for him to become good, shit. Though. So, like, you have your like normal protagonists. Usually you have overpowered protagonists that are like, hey, guess what, I'm OP, and they're just like, do shit.
I like a good medium.
There isn't like a real medium. I mean, but you know, My Hero Academia, that one was a medium at first, and now he's technically overpowered, but he's not overpowered yet because he hasn't figured out how to use it. That's basically like what I like, you know. He
knows how to use it. It's just that his body's not strong enough for it yet.
Well, no, he doesn't know how to use it because he can't. He can't use it. That's the thing, is that he cannot use it at a high percentage, or else his body will explode on him. He's going to learn to be able to actually use 100% without, like, losing body parts eventually. There's a way.
Yeah, body's going to be able to start handling it better.
Yeah. I think it has to do with his control. I don't think it has to do with getting used to it. I think it has to do with control. Because that's how fucking All Might works, is with control. Fuck was that?
My dad entered the room.
Did he just fucking Michael Jackson? Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna cover Kakaguri. I haven't been watching it, so there you go. Go ahead.
1 second.
Yafaja. Listen to Yafaja. Oh, there's crucifix down there. Yeah.
Alright, he's gone. What is the next fucking anime?
Kakaguri.
Oh, okay. Okay, not much happens in these episodes. I mean, the fucking gambling games are long as all fuck. But Mary's invited to the student council. In episode 6 and 7, she rejects. In episode 6 again, Maduri kidnaps Yumeko and Ryota, forces them to play a Russian roulette type of game.
Ooh, does one of them get to blow their fucking brains out? I assume there's no real killing.
Fuck no, I wish. Yeah, it's the fucking girl was purposely trying to lose the whole time. Fucking pissed Yumeko off. Great, isn't it? Like she let the dude be the fucking the dealer, and like he was giving out fucking false signals that didn't mean shit, just to make her think that they were cheating, even though there's nothing going on at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then fucking the game ends in a draw because Yumeko didn't want either of them to die, really. But she was also pissed off that like if one of them was to get shot, she would want it to be on fair terms, not one of them purposely trying to lose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking up fucking user reviews of this shit. Apparently, like comparing it to other gambling anime, it's kind of ass, to be honest. I just love how fucking crazy the people are.
So, note. High Keck loves crazy bitches. Got it. Boy, do I have some people for you.
It's kind of weird. But
What?
in anime, I like crazy bitches. In real life, fuck that shit.
Well, in real life, literally, fuck it. Ayo.
Alright, there's nothing really to add here. Like the game took up pretty much the whole fucking episode, so there was no like added story or anything other than the blonde chick being invited to the student council and fucking refusing. She's also found out that she really doesn't like the livestock system. Probably something to do with becoming a livestock and then getting out of it.
Who doesn't like the livestock system?
The girl with the ponytails, the blonde chick from the first episode.
Oh, the cunt?
Yep.
She doesn't like it?
Well, like I said, after that game, remember she became a livestock, and then
Oh, did she really? I didn't know that.
yeah, Yumeko actually helped her get out of it, but like after being a livestock and getting out, she really doesn't like the system.
It's because nobody would like that, but people at the top don't see the problem because they're at the top.
Oh no, the fucking the student council really fucking enjoys it because that's how the school gets like money and shit is through that system.
Yeah.
They do everything in their power to keep it how it is.
Yeah, because that's it's like it's this is kind of seeing like an overarching theme of like real life capitalism.
And it's like the thing is with the personalities of the student council, even if they did go that far in debt, they'd probably embrace it because crazy bitches that are extremely obsessed with gambling, which is how they got up into those positions to begin with. You know, the one thing I really don't like about this anime is like all the cheating and shit. Like if it was up to pure chance, I feel like it'd
Do you
be
not know
a
how
lot more
real
interesting.
casinos work or something?
I mean, any cheats that they do use would probably be a lot less obvious than fucking Yumeko finds them.
Maybe, maybe not, because not everybody pays attention like that. Not everybody knows.
Yeah, but of
Remember,
course
casinos
everybody
are
has.
usually for just regular people trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah, I heard that apparently blackjack is the easiest way to make money in casinos. Well,
I play
the most
blackjack
favor.
IRL because blackjack actually takes it's a lot of luck, and if you can count cards even like not very well, it's easier to count cards than blackjack.
Yeah.
That and you can
So
see what people's faces give away things. Usually.
yeah, especially if you're since like playing poker and shit.
Yeah. I used to, like I said, I used to roll kids in fucking blackjack at school.
Is there anything between Kakegurui and Knights and Magic that you've watched?
Besides Princess Principal, what I haven't kept up with. Still good. Still just watching it, but other than that, no.
All right. See here. What do I have?
Knights and Magic. Nope, you're gonna shut the fuck up. This is my enemy, you little bastard. Anyway, Knights and Magic. Cool. What ended? Oh yeah, the giveaway ended dark. You're slow. Don't talk to Waffles anymore. What? Who the fuck is Waffles? Huh? What? Anyway, yeah. So, Knights and Magic, still cool. Still fucking Ernie being OP, making mechs. I mean, they had their fight, season 6. It ended in a draw, actually. Because the other dudes were just super good at piloting. Is it 7? Whatever, sure. Whatever fucking number, I don't care. They fought.
It ended in a draw.
It ended in a draw. That's all that matters, because the other dudes were really good. But Ernie's machines are amazing.
You know, honestly, if the fight continued though, the other guys probably would have won because of how
much
the mechs that they were using were not mana efficient in the least.
No. Well, it's just because the the stupid whatever people went and took what they produced and then improved upon it. They basically did what America does. They take, like, stuff, like America takes other people's shit and then improves upon it. I do the American tactic too whenever I fucking, like, make art and do stuff. I'll take, like, what somebody did and then I'll improve upon it and be like, this is fine. Just like Halo maps and shit. I used to do that all the time. I used to be like, this map is cool, except there's a problem here, 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 here. And then I'd fix those problems and I'm like, and now it's mine. It's basically a brand new map. Woohoo!
And then, of course, you have the fucking fight between the current king and, what was that, his grandson? Or was it just his son?
It was the current king and his grandson. Because his son is the new king. So that's his grandson. I really couldn't, I didn't catch that for a little bit there. I thought it was like, I didn't know that was that dude's dad. I thought they were both, like, the same age, and I thought, like, he had got it over that guy. But yeah, there was a fight between fucking the grandpa and fucking grandson. They're using the same mech. They're literally exactly the same. One's just gold, one's silver. And, like, maybe he lets him win, kind of does, doesn't, I don't know, whatever. They say that.
From what I understand, he just wanted to see, like, how fucking strong he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
He definitely would have taken that fucking mech. Don't get me wrong. Who wouldn't take the gold one over the silver one?
Personally, me as a real person, I don't really care. Gold's shiny, but silver's pretty cool too. I don't know. I'd probably like want it painted black because I want everything painted black. Anyway, I see a window and I want it painted black. Was that it?
Wait, did you not watch the episode 8?
Probably not, no. Or episode 9, you mean? Or no, episode 8, yeah.
Iru is finally able to learn about the ether reactors.
Oh, nice.
And
yeah, remember they graduated, that's right, they graduated middle school and started going to high school and they got positions.
Yeah, because of like all the shit that he's done for the Capitol. He's like,
well, it's like
secrets to you.
I was gonna say, like, the kid's, like, producing super-powered mechs, it's like, bro, just teach him how to make an ether reactor, and he's gonna make it probably 20 times better. I mean, he's going to make basically the Blue Gundam in a nutshell. Like, Blue Gundam, Wing Gundam for himself, since that's his dream.
Well, he, at the end of the episode, he actually does make his fully realized mech, like, what he wanted. It's not a Gundam, but it's definitely pretty badass looking. It's definitely Japanese influence. That's for damn sure.
Isn't it the one in the fucking what is the intro or whatever? A blue one.
It's like it's purple.
Purple. Fuck.
It's a really dark shade of blue and kind of purplish. I think that would be the best way to describe it. But it has like a shogun head.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yep, alright, cool, carry on. Anything?
One thing that I found kind of interesting is that apparently the only people that can like change the shape of the ether reactors is the I forgot what their fucking race was called, but we're just gonna call them elves because they look like fucking elves. So
the people that were a part of the whatever society or a part of the
dude,
lab.
These dudes can live up to 600 years old.
So yeah, elves. Yeah, you literally described elves.
Yeah. So like he basically read all of the information that they have on ether reactors for a whole fucking 3 months. And the elves are the only ones that are supposed to be able to manipulate this shit. But he found a workaround, I guess, because at the end of the episode, you see him fucking changing the shape of his ether reactor, kind of just like fucking around with it.
I'm pretty sure that all has to do with his like coding skills and magic, because he can do anything with magic. Because apparently magic in that universe is the equivalent of coding in our universe. And it's like what? And that's what he was before he died, was a fucking really skilled game dev. I just find that to be hilarious, like thing. Also, the fact that through reincarnation as a little kid, he can remember everything that happened over here. Reincarnation is funny. You Japanese people are funny.
He remembers like very, very small bits and pieces from his previous life.
No, he remembers from pretty much what I can tell. He remembers everything. Because, I mean, he wouldn't have been... Because his very first episode, whenever he, like, starts learning magic, he's like, this is just like coding. And he fucking changes shit around. That's how he's so good already. He immediately modifies and changes things from the get-go when he was, like, younger than he is now. So
But,
I'm fairly certain he remembers.
He's never like specifically said that he knows everything that's happened in his previously. Like he might know like bits and pieces of like what he did, and that's why he has such a fascination for the Silhouette Knights, or as he
No,
calls them,
he just...
robots.
He said he calls them robots because he remembers robots from the other thing. I mean, when he has dreams, he had dreams of fucking mech kits, dude. He's 100% himself from the other world.
I don't think it's 100%. I think it's like
I think it's 100%.
just bits and pieces.
No, there's no way in hell. That's a nerd conversation for
pre-
another way. Carrying on, is there anything else that's useful and actually important here?
Nah, I got nothing until this fucking smartphone anime.
What the fuck is a smartphone? Right down here, man.
You
I mean,
gonna talk about Fate?
Fate's still same thing as the recreators. It's literally just all fighting at the moment. Episode, what was it? It says 7. Yeah, 7. They finished fighting in the town. Fucking Red Side regrouped at the apparently Hanging Gardens of Babylon, where fucking it's a giant fortress and it takes off and they're going straight towards the Servants of Black and the fighting commences basically. And so they're just fighting. Literally episode 9 or 8 is just fighting. There's nothing to explain. That's literally it. They're just fighting. Like
it's just all plot. I mean, there's no plot. There's just all fighting.
It's fate. The only other thing is that the one kid, the homunculus that got Siegfried's heart, is going out and I guess going to go fight for his people. I mean, he didn't really say what he was going to do. He just kept thinking about saving the other homunculus. I guess he's going out to fight for the homunculus. I don't know. It's alluded that he has to fight anyway because fucking little Miss fucking Joan of Arc can see the future in certain areas of where the war takes place, so she knows he's going to have to fight. But she vowed to protect him. I don't know what she was doing. She was going over to the red side, like, I guess when the chapel where the game's supposed to end, there was a trap there for mages that would kill them, and she broke it because she's fucking serving. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, she's finding that shit's weird with this girl war, and there's like a bunch of underhanded shit and bad shit's going on. Like, I don't know exactly what she's trying to do. I assume she's trying to stop things, or she's trying to do something, but yeah. I assume it's just going to be like all their fates. There's going to be some twists, and the fighting is going to be sexy like it always is. A lot of people are going to die. There's going to be twists at the end where like people are sacrificed and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. Bad shit, whatever. It's Fate. If you don't know Fate, you don't know good anime. That's it. That's all I have for you.
Alright.
I haven't kept up with anything else.
You've kept up with the smartphone one, right?
Yeah, I just watched the other episode yesterday.
I thought that was released today. Well, this
Is there
morning.
another new one today? Then no, I didn't watch it either.
Episode 7?
Let me hit that refresh button. Yep, I did not watch that. 13 hours ago, right here it says.
Oh, damn.
Did you watch it?
I did watch episode 7, good sir.
Good fucking job, kid. But yeah, well, technically, wouldn't that be 3? When we covered the last one, I guess it is 2 still.
So.
Well, I watched the one before this one, unless I did watch that one. I don't really remember. Last one I watched is whenever they fought the dragon.
Yeah, that was episode 6.
Okay, so no, episode 7.
Yeah, so in episode 6, Toya refuses his night shift. He gets offered a mansion instead. He asks all the girls if they want to move on into the mansion with him. They fight a dragon on the way to Miss Mead, the Beastmen capital. Yeah, and then the Azure Monarch, otherwise known as the Dragon King, comes down and finds out that our main character, Toya, killed the dragon, apologized that the young one attacked the village, and seems very afraid of Toya after he finds out that he tamed the White Monarch. Then in episode 7, Toya finds out that who's been following him in the episode 6 and pretty much I'd say 1/3 of episode 7. And we also meet a new character.
Is it the girl with the bears?
Yeah.
Yay! It's the
He
loli.
he
Well, one of the loli. It's the Lolita loli. The other ones are loli lolis.
yeah. And then the fucking king of the beastmen challenges Toya to a fight.
Oh, I knew that was coming because the intro says that. The intro tells me
Yeah.
so.
The first round, he just used slip on him and just like yeah you already lost. It was like okay we got to fight again. You're not allowed to use that magic. It was like fine. And then he
Slip,
yeah
fucking slip. So good.
yeah, but it's like so the next time it happens the Beastman King uses an ability called Excel, which basically instant teleportation. And
Oh,
then
I'm sure fucking Toya picks that up and starts using it. Yeah.
yeah, he actually gets him because he has to know the details of the spell, not just the name. So then he in the middle of the fight, he's like, "How does that work?" Then and then the king explains it. I was like,
and then he
"Thank
uses
you."
it.
Yep.
Nice.
Not only that, but he uses it with the boost, the boost null magic, so he gets an accelerate.
Boosto Excel. I thought you were gonna say Excel and it was gonna be like Excel World, fucking burst link, unlimited burst.
Oh, dude, he also learned program from the girl with the fucking bear.
Oh,
She was extremely surprised that he was able to use it, and then she was like, "What other kind of what kind of other infinities do you have?" And he just said all of them. He literally said all of them this time,
yeah, he
and
has
she
all of
said,
them.
"I'm not." She said that she was like, I'm not surprised anymore." Uh, so the program spell lets him manipulate shit and whatnot. So like later on, he makes himself a fucking gun blade.
What?
Yes, he makes himself a gun blade. I ain't shitting you, dude. He legit made a gun blade.
Well, I mean, he's got like every other skill. He could have made it with like the fucking modeling or something.
No, he shit. What was it? He used the dragon's fang. He used the dragon's fang to make the gun.
That's weird. I don't know how that works exactly, but okay. I'll have to watch it and figure it out. But yeah, that's
And
odd.
he uses the fucking like he sent quite a few programs on the gun, so he can make the blade into a short sword or a dagger, and then he can also it has an automatic reload function. So he just says reload, and then like the fucking empty cartridges just fall out, and then the new bullets go in.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, I was gonna tell your dad that I kind of want a gunblade. I don't know. I was looking through the weapons for D&D. I was trying to figure out what I wanted, and like I can't find anything that's a reasonable upgrade to the gun I have. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to try to pick unless he wants. I need to ask him if we could just make a custom one. Because I mean, my class is so special that like we're gonna have to make him something special. But anyway.
I wonder if someone's already like figured it out a decent way to do it.
A decent way to do what?
Gunblade.
No, there is a gunblade, that's what I said. But I'm saying, I was gonna ask her for that, but that's only for melee and stuff. Because that'd be cool, but I need to, like, actually find out something to do for a rifle. They have a chain gun, but I don't want a chain gun. Like, and then they have, like, heavy bolters and shit from the Warhammer 40k universe. I was like, this shit's not reasonable. Apparently that's where my precision rifle comes from, my precision bolt rifle.
So yeah, guys, that wraps up our fucking episode for this week. Tune in,
2 weeks from now?
yeah,
Yeah.
the Tuesday after next Tuesday.
Yep.
At the 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock. What was that, Central?
I suppose we'll do 7 o'clock Central, boys and girls. Probably, maybe, probably not, who knows. But yeah, we'll do a thing next week, next Tuesday, yeah, more anime. Let me roll the outro here, because I don't know what I'm going to do now. Hang out, probably fun some games. Everybody in the Discord died, by the way, I don't know why.
Why? It's not even that late yet.
I have no idea.
I bet you the second we bump down there,
They will
people
come.
start.
I
Yeah.
don't know, we'll see. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this episode. This is episode 2 of Weaboo Talkshow Tuesday. I don't know what we're gonna actually name it eventually. Maybe, probably not. I don't know.
Anyone that's watching this shit, if you can recommend us a new name for this, because this is a very polarizing name in the anime community, to be honest.
I mean, I don't really see. It's like me. I don't attach anything to words. I just find the words themselves funny. I find weeaboo to be a fun word.
Well, it's like there's a lot of
I call
people that
myself a
hate the word
weeaboo all the
weeb.
time. Really? I call myself a weeb all the time, even though it's a derogatory term. I make fun of myself all the time.
Exactly. It's like we truly don't give a fuck, but yeah, some other people probably would. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, though, have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you here tomorrow for some streaming, or later tonight.